welcome back to King Shit Customs. Been a while since we did any shop time. We're going to be doing a rear trunk floor pan in this Impala. Guy's owned it since high school, wants to do it, and so where we're going to start. We're going to start by finish off the trunk. Got a 3-piece trunk pan in here. Got to do some fine tuning, some marking, see where it's going to go, but I haven't done any work videos in a long time, so we're going to start off with this one, see how far we go. We'll try doing some editing. We'll go from there. Alright, well, I don't think this is going to be very much fun. Gonna use the 4.5-inch grinder. I'm trying to get the at least my seam where I'm going to do some rust, you know, or start this trunk, find out what I can save, what I have to remove. So there's a spot back here in the rear, I think is a start of a body mount or part of a body mount. So I trying to like to stay away from getting into that so that I can cut around it. It does have a little bit of crinkles around it, you know, where the rust is starting to make little bubbles in there. I'm gonna grind it down. Hopefully it stays silver and not add any holes to it, and kind of find the line that I want to go through with the grinder. Then tomorrow I got to get underneath it, drop the gas tank, or the next time I go work on it, drop the gas tank, get it out of the way, and start cutting the pan out. But I kind of want to get a perimeter line of where I'm wanting to work. So let's start. Alright, so I got the spots like I was saying earlier, got my spots. I did go back in, I chiseled out the seam sealer around where I'm going. I did find a little more than I wanted to, you know, that we were talking to fixing. So, real comment on these. You got your seam here where it runs through. You can see I go into the wheel well. It's a spot that's maybe this long. I mean, it's the size of that. That's all that was there. I'm gonna cut, when I cut this panel out, I'm gonna put a piece in here. Not a big deal. Talking, you know, 20-30 minutes to get that done. No big deal. This one, originally, I was hoping to be able to cut around here and not get into these, but I didn't notice this and this. This side's a different story. This side actually looks really good. Got a little bit of surface rust up here, but other than that, everything is solid in there. This side is actually, the whole side is pretty solid. Got a bunch of spots like these, and that's what we're coming after, because you got, you know, you do got your holes here. I was hoping, you know, a little bit here, but I'm gonna come up, I think, in here, maybe even a little bit higher. Come in here and then down here. I don't know what's under here yet. I haven't got the gas tank out. Check everything. Could be, you know, a gap in there for maybe for the bumper brackets. I don't know, but we will drop the gas tank tomorrow or the next day. Put up on jack stands. Get in there. Drop that one. I'm gonna start with this side over here first, just so if I run into any major problems, we don't have an entire trunk cut out. The pans, you saw the pans earlier. They're full third pans. I'm going to, even there again, I'm gonna cut these upper corners, this upper corner off, and I'm gonna do this separate before I do this. It is a little bit more welding around here, but I have all of this room to grind. Not worried about anything around there, but I can make this panel then, cut this out, do this piece here, and make it easier, because that one's just, you know, right across the top there. Just, actually you can almost see the line where something was. I'm assuming it was like a floor mat or something where it was sitting. That's where I'm gonna go. Same thing over here. This is inner or lower inner quarter. There's a pinch weld here, so I got lucky enough. I'm gonna cut it in here first, grind this lip off. The quarter should just, or the floor pan should just set right there. Weld it in, come in here. All right guys, welcome back. Day 2 working on the Impala. I'm gonna start on the trunk pan. I got the gas tank dropped, got it back on the ground, got the subwoofer box removed, got all the seam sealer cleaned up around the edges there. You can see today, let's see if I get this set. Oops, with my fingers. I'm gonna start in this corner here. I've got full third pans, but I'm gonna cut that corner out first, weld it in because of the different shapes, and then I'm gonna weld just the sheet metal into it. So what I'm gonna start with over here on my bench, I think I'm gonna cut it, you know, right down in here, about a ½ inch from here, and then across. I might even come down into this line. Oops, sorry, into this line, and cut it like that, and get just this piece set so that I've got this corner in. This one can go in, you know, kind of play with everything a little bit. These lines, this section here and that section there overlap each other, so I've got a little bit of play in there to get with. But I'm gonna do it in the, I'm gonna do this quarter, this section here, get this side in, and then I'm gonna do thirds. So I'm gonna do that side, then I'm gonna come over and do this side, and then I'm gonna do the center. I don't know if it's the right way, but I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna cut the full pan out either. I'm gonna cut that side out, then cut this side out, and then, oh, and cut the center out in between. So we'll see what we got. It's gonna be fun, gonna be wild, take a little while. I'm not getting a whole lot of time. It's, you know, we're still not quite to Christmas yet, so every weekend's filled with Christmas stuff, so I'm doing it right now one night a week. I was supposed to come out last night, but we had a nasty windstorm up here in the Pacific Northwest. Still pretty windy out there now, but I'm not worried about losing power or anything, so I'm going to get started. Alright, I'm showing you one of the small tricks that I do. I'm going to flip the camera here. So I got all underneath it. There is the gas tank mount right here. There is a body mount right here that we're going to work with, and then it's got a strap that runs back to the gas tank mount. So what I did is I crawled underneath it and I took the drill and I drilled from the bottom side. This is the corner of it. So I'm going to take my air cutoff wheel and I'll cut here, and I'm going to open up a square so that I can leave the gas tank strap, comes up way up into here and back into here. So I'm going to try leaving that so I have a floor, or a height, you know, I can set my new pan right down on top of it, drill my plug welds in it and plug weld it down. Same thing with right here, and come in here. So this is going to make these steps that much faster. They do for me. I don't know if it does for everybody, but then I can leave this support here and I'm not welding it from the bottom side up. I got the gas tank strap. I'm not welding from the bottom side up because I'm doing it at home. I don't have a lift here. So I'm going to open these up, cut my little square panel in here so I can see this. Then I'll start working into here, and same thing into here. So I'll drill and cut the spot welds in here, cut the spot welds in here as I work. For me, like I said, it's faster for me. May not be for everybody, but at least I know where my two panels are when I cut them. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to finish up tonight, end of day 2. Well, first day wasn't really much. Just getting everything prepped to get it set in here. I did get, let's flip this around. Got my rough cuts on what I want to do for the driver's side of floor. Looking at the filler pans. Looks like they come in here, or maybe they even overlap all the way over to here on this one, and then the center pan will sit on top of it. So got this cut that out just for convenience. When I come back in on Friday or Sunday, I don't know what my schedule is like, I'm going to grind this all down here, over here, come around, clean up all the edges, because you see I got paint over here. And I'll fit this one. I did find rust in that lower wheel tub. I think I'm going to do that after the floor pan's in, just get a rough idea, because I can cut that out from the outside. Factory had like a 1/4-inch gap that they just filled with weather caulk, whatever you call it, but they just filled that in with seam sealer. And so they did the same thing here. Well, you know, all your crap gets kicked up from going down the road. Of course, it left a little spot in there. This car has been undercoated. I do have to go in around my edges and try chiseling and clean some of that up. Undercoating does burn. I don't like it. So I got to clean up my edges around it, clean up around here, inside and outside. So one of the days that I'm in here grinding, I'm going to be dirty. Because all that stuff, that is the nastiest stuff to grind. Goes through wheels, grinds. Years ago, I started using call it a hamburger wheel. I call it a hamburger wheel. It guys have called it rice patties. They go on your drill or your angle grinder. It does help a little bit with the tar sometimes. So I'll go buy a new one of those. We'll get in here. We'll get cleaning up. Probably put it back up on jack stands and have some fun with it. But I think we're getting it pretty good. I'm pretty happy. All right. Have a good night, guys.